Hello, you're watching DD News and I'm Preeti presenting this edition of Midday Prime. In the next 1 hour, we'll get an account of everything that's making it to the headlines. 32nd US President Franklin D. Roosevelt had said that in politics, nothing happens by accident. And today, these words do hold ground as the political situation in Maharashtra still remains unresolved. We'll get you the details and the updates from the current political scenario in Maharashtra. Added to that, today also marks 7 long decades of adoption of the Constitution, and a special program was held in Parliament with regards to this. And also we'll get you updates from the world of sports and finance and also the international updates, enough to keep you glued for the next 1 hour. First, we get to the top stories. Supreme Court orders floor test in Maharashtra Assembly today. The entire exercise to be telecast live and has to be completed by 5 p.m. Apex Court orders that voting shall not be on the basis of secret ballot. India celebrates Constitution Day nationwide. Today marks the 70th anniversary of adoption of Constitution in 1949 by the Constituent Assembly. States convene special assembly sessions on the occasion. A number of events being organized where people reading the preamble of the Constitution. President Ramnath Kovind underlines the importance of constitutional morality, emphasizes on its essence with regard to Constitution. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu says, reform, perform and transform is our motto. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says our Constitution has given shape to 2 mantras of dignity for Indian and unity for India. Says the Constitution highlights both rights and duties of citizens, and this is a special aspect of it. India salutes the martyrs of the dastardly 26/11 Mumbai terror attack. Prime Minister Narendra Modi pays tributes to those killed in one of the deadliest terror attacks in the country's history. 166 people were killed in the terror attacks. In a welcome move, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh approves proposal to extend retention of government accommodation for battle casualties from all the 3 forces to 1 year from existing 3 months. Sunni Waqf Board member Abdul Razak says 6 out of 7 members of the board agree on not to file review petition on Supreme Court judgment on Ayodhya land issue. In international news, a strong earthquake measuring a 6.4 on Richter scale rocks Albanian capital Tirana early this morning. Early reports of damage from several parts of the region. Alright, those are the top stories we're tracking this hour. Let's get to the news in detail. Now we begin with our top story. The Supreme Court today said that the floor test in Maharashtra Assembly be conducted by Wednesday 5 p.m. for Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis to prove his majority in the Assembly. Stating that it is necessary to have a floor test to avoid horse trading, the Apex Court on Tuesday also asked Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Koshari to appoint a pro tem speaker and ensure that all elected members of the House are sworn in on Wednesday itself. The entire exercise has to be completed by 5 p.m. A bench comprising of Justices N.V. Ramana, Ashok Bhushan and Sanjeev Khanna also said that the entire proceedings have to be telecast live. Voting in the Assembly shall not be on the basis of secret ballot. The Apex Court concluded the brief proceeding by saying that replies to the main petition filed by Shiv Sena, NCP, Congress combined against the governor's decision to swear Fadnavis as Chief Minister will be done in 8 weeks. The court said that it was necessary to pass an interim order for a floor test to uphold democratic values and the citizens' rights to good governance. In the 288-member Maharashtra Assembly, BJP is the single largest party with 105 MLAs, followed by Shiv Sena, which has 56, NCP has 54 MLAs, and the Congress is placed 4th in the order with 44 MLAs.
राज्यपाल भरत सिंह कोश्यारी उन्होंने शक्ति परीक्षण के लिए देवेंद्र फडणवीस साहब को दिया था और टाइम कम करके फडणवीस सरकार को अपना बहुमत साबित करने के लिए 27 नवंबर 2019 तक शाम 5 बजे तक दिया है। उसमें उनको प्रोटेम स्पीकर अपॉइंट करना है और वो प्रोटेम स्पीकर ही मेंबर को शपथ दिलवाएंगे और ये पूरी कार्यवाही कल शाम 5 बजे के पहले खत्म करनी है, ऐसा आदेश माननीय राज्यपाल साहब को जो शीर्ष अदालत है उन्होंने दिए हैं।
Shiv Sena leader Sanjay Raut has expressed satisfaction on the decision of Supreme Court on Maharashtra floor test. He said that the apex court has accepted all their demands.
जीत हुई है। 30 घंटे की बात की, लेकिन हम 30 मिनट में भी हम
सर आप सरकार एकदम आनंदी आहात का?
आमच्या सगळ्या मागण्या ज्या आम्ही सांगितल्या त्या जवळजवळ कोर्टानं मान्य केल्या, कारण आम्ही सत्य बोलत होतो आणि या देशामध्ये आजही न्यायालयामध्ये सत्य पराभूत होऊ शकत नाही.
And Abhishek Manu Singhvi, advocate representing Shiv Sena, NCP and Congress combined in the Supreme Court, has welcomed the verdict and said that the verdict respects the spirit of the Constitution. He also said that this is the victory of the Constitution on the Constitution Day.
I think they brought a black name for democracy, and we are therefore very grateful that the Supreme Court on no less than Law Day, now christened Constitution Day, has given a gift to the nation about the precious constitutional values we have.
Maharashtra Legislature Secretary Rajendra Bhagwat has said that the Legislature Secretariat has received a letter claiming that Jayant Patil is the legislative party leader for NCP. However, he said that the final decision on this has to be taken by the Speaker.
The Legislature Secretariat has received a letter claiming that Jayant Patil is the leader. That has to be received by the Legislature Secretariat and forwarded to the Speaker. We have to receive it. We cannot decide on it. The decision is by the Speaker.
All right, up next, we'll let you know the events which led to this day in Maharashtra. The floor test is to be taken up tomorrow as directed by the Supreme Court. But when we talk of the chronology of the events, it was on 24th of October when the results were declared. As we told you, BJP had 105 seats, Shiv Sena had 56 seats, NCP had 54 seats and Congress had 44 seats. These were the seats won by the parties, and also the BJP and the Shiv Sena were unable to agree for a coalition government after the election results were declared. Added to that, a sequence of events took place. Shiv Sena did stake claim to form the government. However, it also requested the governor to give 3 days to give supporting letters, which in turn was turned down by the governor. He rejected the claim of the Shiv Sena to form the government, as he rejected their demand of granting 3 days. The governor instead, after that, invited NCP to indicate their willingness to form the government. When we talk of the NCP, the governor's decision in rejecting Shiv Sena's claim to form the government had been taken up by the Shiv Sena, did not go down well with the Shiv Sena, and it challenged that in the Supreme Court. That was on November 12th. The same day, President's rule was imposed in Maharashtra. After that, a number of events again unfolded. NCP, Congress, Shiv Sena came together to form a post-poll alliance, and they called it Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi, and they named Uddhav Thackeray as the chief minister, rather the chief of the poll alliance. Added to this, this happened on November 22nd. After that, the president's rule was revoked during the night hours of November 23, and Devendra Fadnavis was sworn in as the Maharashtra chief minister. The surprise factor here was also that Ajit Pawar took oath as deputy chief minister. Ajit Pawar claimed support of NCP to the BJP-led government in the state, and that definitely did not go down well. The NCP chief Sharad Pawar disapproved of Ajit Pawar's decision, and after that he did reiterate the support of the party for the three-party alliance, that is Congress, NCP and Shiv Sena. Congress, NCP and Shiv Sena again approached the Supreme Court demanding immediate floor test in Maharashtra Assembly, and this demand was taken up by the Supreme Court today, and it directed Maharashtra floor test to be conducted on November 27, that is tomorrow. Also, the Supreme Court said that this exercise has to be completed by 5 p.m. and the entire proceedings have to be telecast live. No secret ballot will take place, and tomorrow is the big day in Maharashtra, and when the floor test will happen tomorrow, and it has to be completed by 5 p.m. Let's talk more about this. We've got our reporters coming in, inputs coming in from our reporters from Maharashtra. We'll also have our reporter joining us from Supreme Court, and we are joined in with a special guest in the studio. First, I will go across to Vikas Sarthi, who's joining us from the Supreme Court. Vikas, let us know what was there behind the Supreme Court's observation when it when it directed the Maharashtra Assembly to conduct the floor test tomorrow.
Well, the first thing the Supreme Court said that the court should not generally interfere in the business of legislative assembly, but in this case, the situation is emerging, and despite almost 1 month has passed since the election results were declared, yet oath has not been administered to MLAs, and because of that, there are serious concerns of horse trading, and because of that, court said that floor test will be the best way to avoid such kind of incidents. And court said that we have heard all parties, and the best way to tackle the situation is to conduct a floor test immediately. And apart from it, court has also made it clear that when tomorrow the floor test will take place, the only business will be of floor test. Pro Tem Speaker will administer oath to all new elected MLAs, and immediately after that, by 5 p.m., that exercise should be completed of oath administrations, and thereafter the floor test will take place. So it's a major relief for the petitioners. These are the main prayers which they have been demanding from the Supreme Court. Apart from it, court has relied on the previous decision in such kind of situation, especially Karnataka Assembly or judgment was taken into consideration, and it is completely identical order which was given in Karnataka's case. This time Supreme Court has gave similar decision in this matter also. So the best way to solve this kind of deadlock is to have a floor test. Court noted this and directed that floor test must be completed by tomorrow itself.
All right, Vikas, so we'll have to see how the day pans out tomorrow. But then all eyes would be on the pro tem speaker tomorrow. Explain the technicalities, the legal provisions in case how the floor test will be conducted tomorrow, because the floor test cannot be conducted in the absence of a speaker. But then we'll see that tomorrow the pro tem speaker will be there, and it will be his call whether to go in for the anti-defection law or not. For the information, or rather apprise our viewers as to what are the legal provisions for conducting the floor test tomorrow. Vikas?
Well, Preeti, court has specifically said that all these things will be conducted under the supervision of pro tem speaker. That means the other issues like violation of whip or issuing a whip, these conditions will not arise tomorrow itself. In the earlier case as well, in the Karnataka case also, the Supreme Court made it clear that the only business before the assembly will be of floor test. In tomorrow's case, in this Maharashtra Assembly case also, pro tem speaker will only administer oaths to the newly elected MLAs, and thereafter he will have to conduct floor test immediately. So other things, other businesses, any notice by any member will not be taken care by the pro tem speaker, and the only business tomorrow will be of floor test.
All right, Vikas, we'll take this thought forward, but at present I'm joined in by our correspondent Shama Mishra, who's joining us from Maharashtra. Shama, Maharashtra politics still seems confusing and unclear. Still no solution inside. All eyes tomorrow on the floor test. What are you picking up? I'm sure meetings and deliberations and permutations and combinations would be worked upon there in Maharashtra. Let us know more. What are you picking up from the ground?
Well, it is the day today which would be marking the tomorrow's day, that is the final day, and today we are seeing the meetings and the deliberations that you mentioned would be the final ones. We also three important things over here. First of all, the decision coming by the Supreme Court that is welcomed across party lines. First of all, the BJP core committee is taking a meeting at Varsha Bungalow, which is the Chief Minister's residence, and Over there, we saw that Deputy Chief Minister of the NCP, Ajit Pawar, he also came in and he left spending little time after that. Also, we are getting to know from the BJP's team that they would be calling all their MLAs at around 9 p.m. tonight at Garware Club in Mumbai, and then they would be discussing, last minute details about how things has to go ahead. Second, Congress has elected today. Finally, they have elected their legislative party leader, Bala Saheb Thorat, and they had done this, and now we are also getting to know that NCP, Shiv Sena and Congress would also be conducting a similar meeting like we saw yesterday of the 162. They would be conducting a last meeting today in the Bandrakola complex area. Now what we are picking up, the latest is that Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis could be taking a press conference after a short while, and the media has started moving towards the Sayadri guest house where he could be taking the meeting or could be giving some sort of statement. Now all eyes are on how if BJP is going to prove their floor test, prove their majority, how will that be? Because Ajit Pawar, till now we saw that how much ever the MLAs that he was showing that were with him, till yesterday NCP did clear out that most of all the MLAs that had gone with Ajit Pawar have already returned. Now what ground does Ajit Pawar have, what ground does BJP have, and how will they prove it? I am sure that last minute meeting is about that also, and they are chalking out the details. And the most important thing, that they would be meeting today around 9 p.m. because their MLAs have not been kept at any resort, at any hotel in Mumbai. They have been spread across all over in Maharashtra, and this, if you want to do a floor test tomorrow in the morning, because the oath taking ceremony has to begin from the morning, and till 5 p.m. the time has been given when the oath taking ceremony has to conclude. So yes, definitely the MLAs from all over Maharashtra has been called, and this was much needed because they can't be coming tomorrow and on the last minute. So they would be coming today discussing about how things would be going tomorrow, and yes, all eyes on Chief Minister, what he has to say.
All right, Shama, stay with us. At this point, I'll bring in our guest who's joined us in the studio. We're joined in by Mr. R. Rajagopalan. He's senior journalist. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on Midday Prime. The first thought when the Supreme Court today directed for a floor test tomorrow, was it on the expected lines?
It was on the expected line because floor test has to be conducted. The final decision, even in SR Bomme case, there are innumerable judgments by the Supreme Court which said that floor test is the ultimatum. Governor decision is final, but ultimatum is floor test. Therefore, court has instructed the governor to ask the governor to ensure that before 5 p.m. Very interestingly, madam, today the court has also fixed up the time, 5 p.m. That is more important from my point of view, the legal aspect as well as the political aspect.
Sir, I'll interrupt you here. At present, we'll take our viewers to Mumbai, where a press conference is being conducted by Jayant Patil from NCP. We'll take you live there.
आपने गवर्नर के तरीकों पर हमेशा सवाल उठाया है। क्या आपको लगता है कि आपको डर है कि बीजेपी को फेवर किया जाएगा, प्रोटेम स्पीकर चुनते वक्त उनका स्पीकर चुना जाएगा, सीनियरिटी को ध्यान में नहीं रखा जाएगा? क्या आपको कोई डर है?
हमें कर्नाटक में जो हुआ, भाजपा ने अलग अलग ढंग से जो चीज़ें की, वो महाराष्ट्र में भाजपा न करे, इसके लिए हम प्रयास कर रहे हैं, प्रिकॉशन ले रहे हैं। हमारी अपेक्षा है कि महामहिम राज्यपाल महोदय इस बारे में विचार करे और जो सबसे सीनियर मोस्ट है उसको अगर अपॉइंट करे तो किसी के ऊपर अन्याय नहीं होगा।
तो क्या आप लीगली उस चीज को चैलेंज करने के लिए भी कल तैयारी कर रहे हैं रात के टाइम पे?
उसके बारे में आज मैं कुछ कहना नहीं चाहूँगा।
अजीत पवार आप लोगों ने लेटर दिया है, लेकिन आपका जो कैंडिडेचर, आपकी जो डेजिग्नेशन है एज द एलपी इज नॉट एक्सेप्टेड बाय द
विल यू स्टॉप नाउ? लेट मी रिप्लाई। अभी मराठी में मैं शुरू करता हूँ, बाद में आपके सवाल के। महाराष्ट्राच्या विधानसभेमध्ये हंगामी अध्यक्ष नेमण्याच्या प्रोसिजर्स बाबतीत या महाराष्ट्राच्या विधानसभेची आणि देशाच्या लोकसभेच्या परंपरा आणि प्रोसिजर्स यापूर्वीचे जी अनुभव आहेत, ज्या हिस्टॉरिकल वेगळ्या वेळी ज्या पद्धतीने निर्णय घेण्यात आलेत त्या बाबतीत आम्ही महाराष्ट्राच्या राज्यपाल महोदयांना शिवसेना, राष्ट्रवादी काँग्रेस आणि काँग्रेस यांनी एकत्रित म्हणून आज पत्र एक दिलेलं आहे आणि त्यात
That was NCP's Jayant Patil addressing a press conference. We'll get you updates and highlights of the press conference. He was addressing media persons in Mumbai. We'll get you updates from that conference of that address to the media in a while from now. But we'll go across to our guest who's joined us in the studio. As we told you, we're joined in by Mr. R. Rajagopalan. He's senior journalist, and we were talking about the current political scenario in Maharashtra. Sir, we were talking about how the events unfolded in Maharashtra, and more or less they were on the expected lines. Was what you were talking about. Please continue.
Yeah, it still continues because floor test is the very important aspect. As your correspondent Shyama Mishra has very aptly presented it, today for the first time after 1 month of the election of Maharashtra Assembly, Congress has nominated its leader, Mr. Thorat, as the leader of Congress Legislative Party. So far, Congress has not done it. Now, my understanding is Mr. Ajit Pawar, who has been recognized by the NCP, who gave a letter to the governor, still stands as a chairman, the president of the NCP in the assembly. That is, he is the leader of the assembly. Therefore, the new speaker, whomsoever comes, even a short while ago, you would have heard the bite of the secretary of Maharashtra Assembly.
So, but NCP has also put forth the name of Jayant Patil as the leader.
That has to be considered by the speaker. That is what the secretary just now said. Suppose if the speaker, pro tem speaker, institutes saying that he is considering the first person who came to governor, that is Mr. Ajit Pawar. So Ajit Pawar whips carries. Suppose if Ajit Pawar whips is now prevailing on 54 MLAs of NCP, then Jayant Patil does not stand. Therefore, these are all constitutional issues. My understanding is tomorrow morning, once that group swearing in ceremony of all the MLAs are over by 3 o'clock, 3 to 5 there will be speeches by the Chief Minister and opposition leader, and 5 o'clock there will be a floor test. And as per the Supreme Court order, decision and order, it will be very transparent. It is going to be videographed, and it is very public. There won't be any secret vote also, the Supreme Court has mentioned. Therefore, hats off to the Supreme Court judgment which has put the Maharashtra controversy, the problem, a political problem, put an end to it by asking tomorrow evening 5 p.m. They have also specified the time 5 p.m. means there should not be any horse trading. Apart from that, madam, it is a political issue from today onwards. Who wins, who loses. Suppose if BJP gets strength more than 145, Mr. Fadnavis continues as speaker. Suppose if Fadnavis loses, what will happen? These are all certain political issues. And second thing, the Congress has dilly-dallied for more than a month. They did not give a proper letter. And who is going to be the face of Mahayuti? That is the Uddhav Thackeray. They have not mentioned the Uddhav Thackeray name either in the Supreme Court or to the letter to Mr. Koshyari, the governor of Maharashtra. Therefore, these are all certain technical issues. And as Madam Shyama Mishra was saying that now the election of the Congress is also important, and whatever Mr. Ajit Pawar says, now every eye is on Ajit Pawar.
Whatever yes, you're talking of how every eye is on Ajit Pawar. What are the possible scenarios from here on? On one hand, we have the BJP saying that it has the support and it is in a comfortable position to bring in the numbers, to show the numbers. On the other hand, we also see the Congress, NCP and Shiv Sena combined talking of stemming up, talking of confidence, how and from where will they get the numbers there. What do you make of the possible scenarios here? As you say, yes, the concerned person, the most important person is Ajit Pawar here. When he put the papers to the governor, he was from the NCP, but at present, interestingly, his current position, he still remains a part of the NCP. So tomorrow, what would be the possible scenarios that could arise?
My understanding of political situation is Mr. Fadnavis is going to have a sort of at least 10 minutes he is going to speak. Now we will open it up for the voting. That is going to be his approach, and my understanding is Mr. Fadnavis will win because BJP has got full confidence. Despite that, a lot of reports in private channels and private WhatsApp also group say that Fadnavis
CM
has
की
got
PCA होने
numbers.
वाली है।
Otherwise, he would not have gone and claimed that support of NCP, one section of the NCP. Therefore,
Okay,
political split is going to take place.
All right, sir. Even
in
as we
every
speak, we
political
have a
party.
breaking news coming in. Ajit Pawar has resigned as the Deputy Chief Minister in Maharashtra, and this is the breaking news coming in just now. Another aspect of suspense unfolds in Maharashtra. Ajit Pawar has resigned as the Deputy Chief Minister in the state. To talk more about it, our correspondent Ajay Vikram is joining us. Ajay Vikram, spell out the details.
प्रीति, अभी एक खबर आई है कि अजीत पवार ने उप मुख्यमंत्री पद से इस्तीफा दे दिया है और उन्होंने अपना इस्तीफा हालांकि अभी मुख्यमंत्री फडणवीस को सौंपा है। राज्यपाल के पास उन्होंने इस्तीफा नहीं दिया है, लेकिन ये बात जरूर है कि जिस तरह से आज सुबह से शरद पवार और सुप्रिया सुले ने उनसे बात की थी और उनको मनाने की लगातार कोशिशें चल रही थी, उसी का नतीजा ये लग रहा है कि अजीत पवार ने इस्तीफा दे दिया है। लेकिन एक बार फिर से मैं बताऊं कि ये इस्तीफा राज्यपाल को नहीं दिया गया है, मुख्यमंत्री को दिया गया है और अभी 3:30 बजे मुख्यमंत्री फडणवीस भी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस को संबोधित करने वाले हैं और उस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में क्या निकल कर आता है वो महाराष्ट्र की वर्तमान राजनीति के लिए एक बहुत बड़ी खबर उस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस से भी निकलने वाली है, जो हमारी जानकारी और हमारे सूत्र हैं वो बता रहे हैं। तो निश्चित तौर पर ये जो खबर है, ये खबर आप तक हम पहुंचा रहे हैं कि जो उप मुख्यमंत्री अजीत पवार ने अपने पद से इस्तीफा दे दिया है। वो कल भी गए थे अपना पद ग्रहण करने, लेकिन उन्होंने कोई कामकाज नहीं किया, मीटिंग में भी वो भाग नहीं लिए। आज भी 26/11 की कई ऐसे मीटिंग्स थी जिसमें उनको भाग लेना था उप मुख्यमंत्री के तौर पर, उसमें भी वो शामिल नहीं थे। उसके बाद से ये कयास लगाए जा रहे थे, लेकिन शरद पवार ने जिस तरह से मनाने की लगातार कोशिश की, उनके तमाम छगन भुजबल नेता और जो जयंत पाटिल तमाम नेता लगे हुए थे अजीत पवार को समझाने के लिए। आपको याद हो कि अभी दोपहर में ही प्रफुल्ल पटेल ने एक बयान दिया था कि अजीत पवार से बात हुई है और वो जल्द ही कुछ फैसला देने वाले हैं। उसी के समय से इस बात की आशंका जताई जा रही थी कि क्या अजीत पवार बात मानने वाले हैं। लेकिन जब वो मुख्यमंत्री के साथ बैठक में यहाँ पर पहुंचे थे वर्षा में, उसके बाद जो अनुमान थे वो टूटते हुए दिखे। लेकिन यहाँ से मीटिंग के बाद वो बिना बताए हुए निकल गए और उन्होंने उसके बाद वो खुद अपने जो छोटे भाई हैं उनके आवास पर पहुंचे। उनके वहां यहाँ पहुंचने के बाद जब उनसे बात करने की कोशिश की गई तो उन्होंने सिर्फ इतना कहा कि आप हमारा पीछा न करें और हम जल्द ही कुछ बताने वाले हैं। और उसके बाद उन्होंने अचानक से इस बात की घोषणा कर दी कि वो अपने पद से उप मुख्यमंत्री पद से इस्तीफा दे रहे हैं और फडणवीस को उन्होंने अपना इस्तीफा सौंप दिया।
All right, the press conference by Devendra Fadnavis is expected around 3 p.m. Ajay Vikram, have any inputs, has any word come in from Congress, NCP and Shiv Sena alliance?
जी नहीं, अभी बहुत जल्दबाजी है, लेकिन जरूर उन लोगों की तरफ से भी इस बात के बयान आने शुरू होंगे, खासतौर से एनसीपी की तरफ से। और 3:30 बजे जो ये प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस है, जैसा कि मैं दोबारा इस बात को बता रहा हूं कि ये भी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस काफी महत्वपूर्ण है और सबकी नजर रहेगी कि इस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में फडणवीस क्या कहने वाले हैं, क्योंकि अजीत पवार के इस्तीफा देने के बाद जो परिस्थितियां हैं वो काफी तेजी से बदली हैं। और अगर अजीत पवार ने इस्तीफा दे दिया है तो ये माना जा सकता है, इस बात को पूरी तरह से माना जा सकता है कि वो शरद पवार के जो मनाने की कोशिश थी उसको उन्होंने स्वीकार कर लिया है। और जो एनसीपी में फूट की जो खबरें थी, एक बार फिर से उसको रीयूनाइट करने की जो कोशिश थी वो निश्चित तौर पर सफल होती हुई दिख रही है। और इसके बाद जो कल फ्लोर टेस्ट होना है, इस इस्तीफे का जो असर है कल के फ्लोर टेस्ट पर भी निश्चित तौर पर पड़ेगा। और
Ajay, does that mean that we're back to square one? Now this is a 1 step forward and 2 steps back approach by Ajit Pawar there. Do we expect the situation to do we expect some clarity on the situation now?
जी बिल्कुल, अगर हम क्लैरिटी की बात करें तो अब इस स्टेज के बाद लगता यह है कि जो आशंका के बादल थे वो धीरे धीरे छटते जा रहे हैं, खासतौर से एनसीपी, कांग्रेस और शिवसेना के जो खेमे में जो स्थितियां थी। प्रीति, कल के मीटिंग की तरफ भी मैं ले जाना चाहूंगा क्योंकि इस खबर का संबंध उससे भी है। कल जब परेड कराई गई थी विधायकों की, शिवसेना, एनसीपी और कांग्रेस की, तो उस समय में भी शरद पवार ने साफ तौर पर अपने विधायकों से कहा था कि आप पूरी तरह से इत्मीनान रखिए, पार्टी को रीयूनाइट करने का काम मेरा है और मैं इसकी पूरी जिम्मेदारी लेता हूं कि सभी लोग रीयूनाइट होंगे। और उन्होंने ये भी कहा था कि अजीत पवार को मनाने की कोशिशें जारी हैं और मीडिया के जरिए भी उन्होंने अपने संकेत और संदेश भिजवाए थे, जिसके जरिए आज सुबह से ही उन्होंने संकेत जो भिजवाया था उसके जरिए ये मैसेज जरूर था कि जो स्थिति है, जो एनसीपी की जो स्थिति है उसको संभालने के जो काम है वो पूरा किया जाएगा। और अंत में ये निश्चित तौर पर साफ हो गया कि शरद पवार अजित पवार को मनाने में सफल हो गए। पार्टी में टूट भी बची और परिवार में फूट भी बची।
All right, where does that leave the BJP here from here on? Because it did say that even if we see no cooperation coming in from Ajit Pawar tomorrow, or if a boycott by the NCP led by Ajit Pawar then at the floor test is to be seen, then still the BJP said that we are confident and we will muster the numbers. Ajay, what do you have to say on this?
प्रीति, इस बारे में अब अगर आप ये सवाल पूछ रही हैं तो मैं ये बात कह सकता हूं कि जो 170 का भारतीय जनता पार्टी का आंकड़ा था, वो आंकड़ा अजीत पवार के उस समर्थन के आधार पर था जिसमें उन्होंने अपने 54 विधायकों का एक साथ समर्थन देने का राज्यपाल को पत्र सौंपा था। और उसके बाद ही राज्यपाल महोदय ने ये फैसला लिया था कि मुख्यमंत्री और उप मुख्यमंत्री की शपथ दिलाई जाए। लेकिन जैसा कि महाराष्ट्र की राजनीति में पिछले कई दिनों से या तकरीबन एक महीने से ये देखा जा रहा है कि हर एक दिन एक नई खबर लेकर आता है। जो भी बात कही जाती है वो नेता अपनी उस बात से पलटता हुआ दिखता है। तो अजीत पवार ने जिस तरह से फैसला लिया, ये निश्चित तौर पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी इस बात की उम्मीद नहीं कर रही थी। और अगर ये फैसला हुआ है तो जो आंकड़े हैं 170 के, उस पर असर तो जरूर पड़ेगा।
All right, Ajay, thank you so much for joining us with those details, and I'll take this forward to our guest who is there. Sir, when we talk of political developments, as I opened the show with the statement by President Roosevelt, nothing can happen by an accident in politics. The way the events have unfolded, every time we see that the situation is clear, something or the other springs up. This was not on the expected lines, but then how do you see, we were discussing about the possible scenarios tomorrow. So now again the situation has changed completely?
Yeah, the situation changed, very fast development are taking place. It is as fast like a lightning speed, because Mr. Ajit Pawar's resignation of course was expected in the morning. There was a buzz about it, but today he has, in the afternoon he has resigned it. That means Mr. Ajit Pawar has misled Mr. Devendra Fadnavis. Otherwise both of them would not have gone to governor day before yesterday at 4 AM and got sworn in ceremony. Ajit Pawar misled the path of BJP, and that is what I could make it out. And second thing, blood is thicker than the water, because Ajit Pawar has rejoined Mr. Sharad Pawar's group, and therefore yesterday you also would have read it that lot of cases against that irrigation scam where Mr. Ajit Pawar was not in the picture, that was also been withdrawn as per the High Court's order of Maharashtra. Therefore, these are all certain very fast developing situations, and we have to wait and watch what Mr. Fadnavis is going to say at 3 o'clock. Second thing, very important, madam, tomorrow what will happen to the swearing in ceremony of 288 MLAs? If Mr. Ajit Pawar resigns today, and does it mean that tomorrow will be floor test will not be there? Because it leads to one conclusion, what Mr. Fadnavis' future would be. At 3 o'clock, whatever he pronounces, that is going to be important. And related developments in the parliament, Mr. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Mr. Amit Shah, Nadda, chief of BJP, had a meeting. So we have to wait and watch the outcome of that meeting, what that will be transmitted to Mumbai, where Mr. Fadnavis will take a proper action. Whether tomorrow he will face the assembly, swearing in ceremony will be there. These are all certain things which has become a big question mark with the resignation of Mr. Ajit Pawar. The uncertainty continues.
All right, the uncertainty continues. Let's see how the day pans out tomorrow. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us in the studio and sharing your insights on the Maharashtra political crisis. All right, that was the big breaking coming in. Ajit Pawar has resigned as the Deputy Chief Minister. A press conference is expected around 3 PM by Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, and we'll have to see what he has to say on that. Meanwhile, let's get to other updates we are following this hour. India is celebrating Constitution Day or Samvidhan Divas in a special way today. The Central Hall of Parliament bore witness to the special program to mark the 70th anniversary of the adoption of the Constitution by the Constituent Assembly. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla and Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the MPs on the occasion. The first amendment of the Constitution in 1951 was to empower the state to undertake affirmative action for the advancement of any socially and economically backward classes or categories of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes by restricting the application of fundamental rights. The latest 103rd Amendment passed in 2019 enabled 10% reservation for the economically weaker sections in educational institutions and in appointments. The Constitution of India was first amended in 1951 for welfare of scheduled castes, tribes and backward classes, and its latest amendment was for providing 10% quota for economically weaker sections in the educational institutions and also in appointments. Opposition parties including Congress and Shiv Sena skipped a joint sitting of both the Houses of Parliament on Constitution Day today in the backdrop of the issues concerning Maharashtra government formation. And on the 70th anniversary of the Constitution, President Ram Nath Kovind said that we can protect our rights by abiding by our duties.
अधिकार और कर्तव्य एक ही सिक्के के दो पहलू हैं। हमारे संविधान में अभिव्यक्ति की स्वतंत्रता का मूल अधिकार भी है और सार्वजनिक संपत्ति को सुरक्षित रखने तथा हिंसा से दूर रखने का कर्तव्य भी। जरूरत इस बात की है कि हम सब अपने कर्तव्यों को निभाकर ऐसी परिस्थितियां उत्पन्न करें जहां अधिकारों का प्रभावी संरक्षण हो सके। मानववाद की भावना का विकास करना भी नागरिकों का एक मूल कर्तव्य है। सबके प्रति संवेदनशील होकर सेवा करना इस कर्तव्य में शामिल है।
While addressing the joint sitting of Parliament, President said that the election of 78 women members to 17th Lok Sabha was the highest number of women members ever elected to this House, and this is a glorious achievement for our democracy.
17वीं लोकसभा में आज तक की सबसे बड़ी संख्या में 78 महिला सांसदों का चुना जाना हमारे लोकतंत्र की गौरवपूर्ण उपलब्धि है। महिलाओं को शक्तियां प्रदान करने संबंधी स्थायी संसदीय समिति में आज 100% सदस्यता महिलाओं की है। यह एक महत्वपूर्ण सामाजिक और राजनीतिक परिवर्तन है जिसमें आने वाले कल की सुनहरी तस्वीर झलकती है।
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu said that in the last 70 years, the Constitution has protected the rights of every citizen of the country.
Over the last 7 decades, we should look back with legitimate pride that our country has not only adhered to its democratic constitution, but also has made tremendous progress in breathing life into the document and deepening the democratic ethos. We have progressively put the public at the center of the republic and emerged not only as the largest democracy, but as a country that continues to remain a glowing symbol of a vibrant, pluralistic culture with a flourishing parliamentary system, with the Constitution acting as the bulwark in protecting the rights of a free society.
The Vice President also recalled the 1975 emergency, terming it as a black spot on the Constitution.
The Indian democratic experiment over the past 70 years has been indeed fairly positive, except for a dark patch during the emergency when the Constitution was subverted, mainly because we did not heed one of the warnings given by Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar.
And addressing the members of both the Houses of Parliament in the Central Hall of the Parliament House, Prime Minister Narendra Modi referred to the strength and inclusivity of the Indian Constitution. He said that the Constitution of India highlights both rights and duties of citizens, and this is a special aspect of our Constitution.
मैं कामना करता हूं कि ये संविधान दिवस हमारे संविधान के आदर्शों को कायम रखने और राष्ट्र निर्माण में योगदान देने की हमारी प्रतिबद्धता को बल दे। हमारे संविधान निर्माताओं ने जो सपना देखा था उसे पूरा करने की हमें शक्ति दे, और ये पवित्र धरती है जहां ये मंथन हुआ था, यहां पर उसकी गूंज है। ये गूंज हमें अवश्य आशीर्वाद देगी, ये गूंज हमें अवश्य प्रेरणा देगी, ये गूंज हमें अवश्य शक्ति देगी, ये गूंज हमें अवश्य दिशा देगी। इसी एक भावना के साथ मैं फिर एक बार आज संविधान दिवस के पवित्र मौके पर पूज्य बाबा साहब आम्बेडकर को प्रणाम करता हूं, संविधान निर्माताओं को प्रणाम करता हूं और देशवासियों को बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूं।
And noting that the constitution begins with "We the people of India," Prime Minister Modi said that people are its strength, inspiration and aim.
हमारी कोशिश होनी चाहिए कि अपने हर कार्यक्रम में, हर बातचीत में हम ड्यूटीज पर फोकस करें। जनता के साथ संवाद करते समय ड्यूटीज की बात करना हम न भूलें। हमारा संविधान हम भारत के लोग से शुरू होता है। वी द पीपल ऑफ इंडिया। हम भारत के लोग ही इसकी ताकत हैं, हम ही इसकी प्रेरणा है और हम ही इसका उद्देश्य है। मैं जो कुछ हूं वह समाज के लिए हूं, देश के लिए हूं। यही कर्तव्य भाव हमारी प्रेरणा का स्रोत है। मैं आप सभी का आह्वान करता हूं कि हम सब इस संकल्प शक्ति के साथ मिलकर भारत के एक जिम्मेदार नागरिक के तौर पर अपने कर्तव्यों का पालन करें।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that we cannot safeguard our rights without fulfilling our responsibilities.
आज समय की मांग है कि जब हमें अधिकारों के साथ ही एक नागरिक के तौर पर अपने कर्तव्यों, अपने दायित्वों पर मंथन करना ही होगा, क्योंकि दायित्व को निभाए बिना हम अपने अधिकारों को सुरक्षित नहीं रख सकते। अधिकारों और कर्तव्यों के बीच का एक अटूट रिश्ता है।
Well, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla also addressed the joint sitting of both the houses on the occasion of Constitution Day, and he shared his thoughts on the day when the Constitution was adopted on 26 November 1949.
बीते 70 सालों में संविधान ने देश की विकास यात्रा में विशिष्ट भूमिका निभाई है, लेकिन 7 दशकों के दौरान हमारे सामने नई चुनौतियों भी है और नए अवसर भी आए हैं। तेजी से बदलती हुई अंतर्राष्ट्रीय परिस्थितियों में हमारा संविधान आज भी हमारा संबल है। भारतवासी यदि संविधान के अनुच्छेद 51A में दिए गए मौलिक कर्तव्यों को अपने रोजमर्रा के आचरण में उतारें तो हम बहुत जल्दी एक नए भारत का निर्माण कर सकते हैं।
BJP leaders and members of parliament have slammed Congress party for protesting against the joint session of both houses of parliament on the Constitution Day.
It is a national day. It is a day beyond political divide. It is a day where every Indian feels proud of the great heritage of our Constitution. On such an important, significant and respectful day, Congress party chooses to boycott it amounts to great disrespect to the spirit and sanctity of our Constitution.
को अगर काला दिवस मनाए कांग्रेस तो सदा से अपने कार्यकाल में संविधान की हत्या ही की है, चाहे इमरजेंसी लगा के करे, चाहे अन्य माध्यमों से करे।
विपक्ष का आज का व्यवहार संवैधानिक नैतिकता का, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मॉरलिटी की हत्या है। आज इसके महत्व का न सिर्फ अवमूल्यन हो रहा है, बल्कि संविधान की जो मूल भावना है उसकी हत्या हो रही है। इसके लिए जिम्मेदार और कोई नहीं, सोनिया गांधी और राहुल गांधी हैं जो इसका नेतृत्व कर रहे हैं।
Honorable Vishal Barrister is joining us to get us more on the Parliament proceedings today. Vishal, indeed a very important day. 7 decades of the Constitution are marked today, but we saw the opposition parties there. They staged a walkout of the joint sitting of the Parliament of both the houses, and they did not participate. What light does this throw on the behavior of the opposition, given the day that it is an important day like the Constitution Day today?
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Preeti. And before I answer your question, let me tell you that both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, they are functioning properly. And yes, it has been very unfortunate because it was quite evident that opposition led by Congress party would not be attending the function today. In fact, in the morning, Anand Sharma came out and he said that we are having a meeting along with Derek O'Brien of the TMC, and he said that we shall decide and let you know And in a few minutes, all the leaders started coming out, headed by Sonia Gandhi, and we could also see former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, and they sat in protest at Ambedkar's statue. And it was very unfortunate that the chief architect of Indian Constitution, Ambedkar, has been dragged into this issue, and under his statue the opposition parties protested. While the nation celebrates the Constitution Day, it is a very important day for me, you, and all the country. And on this occasion, the Prime Minister clearly said that I would like to repeat what I said from the Red Fort in 2014, that dignity of Indian and unity of India is the essence of Indian Constitution. So we should not forget that it is only our fundamental right, but also we should also follow our fundamental duty, because when we follow our duties, then only we can safeguard our rights.
Yes, indeed, the opposition again failed to live up to the expectations in Parliament today. Thank you so much, Vishal, for joining us with those details. And in other news, November 26th is also observed, as we told you, as the Constitution Day. Today, India celebrates its 70th Constitution. The day was celebrated with great fervour across the country, with citizens talking about the Constitution pledge. Citizens in Udaipur, Rajasthan celebrated the day by taking the pledge. And to mark the occasion, Uttar Pradesh Assembly organised a special session. Governor Anandiben Patel was also present at the event. Central Reserve Police Forces also celebrated the Constitution Day. Director General Rajiv Rai Bhatnagar marked the occasion by reading the preamble.
समाजवादी पंथ-निरपेक्ष लोकतांत्रिक गणराज्य बनाने के लिए तथा उसके समस्त नागरिकों को सामाजिक आर्थिक और राजनीतिक न्याय विचार अभिव्यक्ति विश्वास धर्म और उपासना की स्वतंत्रता
Constitution Day is being celebrated all over the country today. The Constituent Assembly adopted the Constitution on 26 November 1999, while the provisions of the Constitution came into full effect on 26 January 1950. Amidst the celebration of Constitution Day, railway employees in Jaipur and Rajasthan took an oath to maintain unity and integrity of the country.
क्या करना है क्या नहीं, भाईचारे के साथ साथ धर्मनिरपेक्षता भी हमको संविधान सिखाता है। तो हम कि अपना कार्य जो भी करते हैं उसमें ये कभी ना रखें कि कौन छोटा है, कौन बड़ा है, कौन किस धर्म का है। हम उन सब चीज़ों को परे करते हुए, हमारे संविधान की अनुपालना करते हुए हम अपना कार्य करें, तो हम इस देश की प्रगति को और आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं।
अपने देश से प्रेम करें, अखंडता के लिए काम करें, और अगर आप किसी को कुछ दे सकते हैं, अखंडता के लिए कुछ कर सकते हैं, तो आप जरूर करें।
हमें जो अधिकार दिए हैं उनको कर्तव्य के रूप में निभाते हुए आगे बढ़ें, ताकि अपने आप ही वो कर्तव्य अधिकारों के रूप में आए।
हमारे विद्वान पूर्वजों ने जो हमारा ये संविधान बनाया है, ये हमारे देश का एक गौरव है। हमको इसका सम्मान करना है और इसके जो मौलिक अधिकार या कर्तव्य जो हमको बताए गए हैं, उनको तहे दिल से स्वीकार करना है।
Constitution Day is being celebrated all across the country. In Meghalaya too, the day is being celebrated with much enthusiasm. Meghalaya Assembly Speaker addressed the session of State Assembly, highlighting the relevance of the Indian Constitution. The Governor said that the Constitution is very important for us as it has all the duties and rights concerning the citizens of the country.
If you look at the Constitution of India, I think it's the supreme law, in the entire country. So the structure in such a way that the procedures, powers, and the duties of the government, and so on, and it's very, very much that is understood that India as a whole needs to understand about the importance of the Constitution, because it has defined all the areas of concern which needs to be addressed by the citizens of the country.
And speaking on this occasion, renowned journalist and Padma Shri awardee Patricia Mukim said that fundamental duties are equally important and people must pay heed to them.
I think that the fundamental duties are very, very important. There are 11 of them, but because, they were brought in after the 42nd Amendment in 1976, so people think that it has lesser impact. But I think it's very, very important that we know our fundamental duties, because then only we have the right to claim our rights.
The Sunni Waqf Board today decided not to file a review petition in the Supreme Court against its November 9th verdict in the Ayodhya case. The decision was taken at a meeting of the board in Lucknow, presided over by its chairman, Zulfar Farooqi. The Sunni Waqf Board was among the main litigants in the Ayodhya title dispute case.
जमीन के लिए गवर्नमेंट का ऑफर आएगा, उस पर फिर मीटिंग होगी तो वो डिसीजन लिया जाएगा, लिया जाए ना लिया जाए। रिव्यू को लेकर के रिव्यू के लिए जो है मेजॉरिटी डिसीजन है कि नहीं दाखिल होना चाहिए, हमारा डिसीजन व्यू था कि नहीं दाखिल होना चाहिए।
To get us more on that, Ashutosh Shukla is joining us. Ashutosh, the Sunni Waqf Board has decided not to file a review petition in the case. Get us the details.
देखिए, अयोध्या मामले में जब से सुप्रीम कोर्ट का फैसला आया है उसके बाद से लगातार जो है जो मुस्लिम पक्षकार थे उसमें तमाम सारे विभिन्न मत थे कि इस मामले को लेकर के पुनर्विचार याचिका दाखिल की जाए या न दाखिल की जाए। सुन्नी वक्फ बोर्ड के ही अध्यक्ष ने इसके पूर्व भी कहा था कि हम इसमें रिव्यू पिटीशन में नहीं डालेंगे, लेकिन उसके बावजूद आज इसकी बैठक थी, महत्वपूर्ण बैठक थी, क्योंकि दो मुद्दों पर जो है विचार होना था। पहला मुद्दा यह था कि रिव्यू पिटीशन में जाना है या नहीं जाना है। उसमें 7 सदस्यों में से 6 सदस्यों ने इस पर सहमति जताई कि हमें रिव्यू पिटीशन नहीं दाखिल करना है। दूसरा मुद्दा था कि जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने निर्देश दिया है कि 5 एकड़ जमीन दी जाए इस पक्ष को, उस पर बोर्ड ने यह फैसला लिया कि जब सरकार हमें प्रस्ताव देगी तो उस प्रस्ताव के बाद बोर्ड फिर से इस पर विचार करेगा। 17 नवंबर को भी मुस्लिम पर्सनल लॉ बोर्ड की बैठक हुई थी और उसने साफ तौर पर कहा था कि हमें वहाँ पर जमीन नहीं चाहिए, बल्कि उसने रिव्यू पिटीशन में जाने की बात कही थी। उसके बाद से लगातार इस बात को लेकर के आप यहाँ पर चर्चा चलती रही है। जमीयत उलेमा हिंद ने भी कहा कि रिव्यू पिटीशन में नहीं जाना है और ना ही जमीन लेनी है। इस तरह से इस मामले को लेकर के धीरे धीरे अगर हम कहें तो इसका उपसंहार हो रहा है और निश्चित समाज भी जो है एक निश्चित मत की ओर बढ़ रहा है। जी।
All right, Ashutosh, thank you for joining us with those details. And also, in one of the deadliest terror attacks in the country's history, 166 people, including security personnel and foreigners, were killed and over 300 were injured when 10 heavily armed terrorists from Pakistan created mayhem in Mumbai on November 26, 2008. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu also paid tributes to security personnel killed in the Mumbai terror attacks. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu has extended tributes to those who lost lives in the Mumbai terror attack in 2008. He tweeted, and I quote him, "My tributes to all those who lost their lives in the dastardly Mumbai terror attack of 2008. We stand in solidarity with the bereaved families. I salute the bravery and devotion of our security personnel who laid down their lives to protect the motherland. The nation shall forever remain grateful to their sacrifices." And Prime Minister Narendra Modi remembered the martyrs of Mumbai attack. While addressing the joint sitting of Parliament, Prime Minister termed Mumbai attack as an attack on the culture of Vasudev Kutumbakam. Prime Minister also paid his condolences to the deceased of the attack.
वसुधैव कुटुंबकम के विचार को लेकर के जीने वाली इस महान परंपरा, उसे आज ही के 26 नवंबर के दिन मुंबई में आतंकवादी मंसूबों ने छलनी करने का प्रयास किया था। मैं आज उन सभी हुतात्माओं को नमन करता हूं।
All right, with that, we'll end this edition of Midday Prime here. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.